Kurt Angle, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling Podcast.
Yo, listen, this is the best wrestler alive, Platinum Max, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling Podcast.
Hey everybody, Eric Bischoff here, and you are listening to We Are Wrestling Podcast.
Hello everyone, this is Nunzio, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion, and you're watching We Are Wrestling Podcast.
We Are Wrestling Podcast. Check them out, man.
Stay tuned, listen to the podcast. Best one, Donnie might teach you a thing or two.
We Are Wrestling.
And if you don't listen to it, then it's one-on-one with The Undertaker.
Featuring your hosts, Danny and Donnie. We Are Wrestling.
What is up? We are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host with the most, Mr. We Are Wrestling himself, the best one, Donnie, here with...
What is going on? We are Wrestling Maniacs Worldwide. It has been Rage Circus, 1/3 of the We Are Wrestling podcast. Joined today with my brother in arms. What's going on, Danny?
What is going on? A very unusual pre-recorded episode of the podcast, kind of, in a way. I don't really quite know what we're going to be titling this particular piece of content is going to be. But you guys are going to want to stay and watch it because there's a lot of information that you guys are going to get. Donnie, what's going on, man?
That's right. We are going to pretty much pull the curtain a little bit and talk about some things that are going on behind the scenes and the future of the We Are Wrestling podcast. I know this year we started doing these episodes live every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's not going to change. But before we get into all the stuff that we're going to be talking about today, if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already and you're listening to this episode wherever you get your podcast, please give us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download the episodes. And go follow We Are Wrestling over on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Best way to stay connected with all the things going on in the wrestling news. But if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac, you're already over on the YouTube channel where you get the best pro wrestling content. Live episodes of the We Are Wrestling podcast most of the time. Every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're not a part of the thousands of subscribers. We recommend you to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. Videos be coming out of nowhere like an RKO. And of course, you already know the grind is real.
I wish I could turn around and do the fucking Joe Hendry thing, but I feel like I would hit my knees really hard on my desk.
And maybe Randy will hit you out of nowhere with an RKO.
Watching the intro back, man, like the amount of memories that we have like created
in the last 3.5 years.
Podcast is fucking insane, man.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Like I think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, like we like occasionally we go to these shows, occasionally we go to these like, meet and greets, we go to pay-per-view sometimes. Dude, I didn't realize like how much ground we've really covered. Like we've and it's so casual now. Like, at first, like when we first started this thing, Danny, I'd be like, oh my God. Now we're just like, oh shit, nice. Like, now we're just like, like it's so casual now. Like, like we kind of like molded our way into like being a part of the business without being a part of the business. Like not every day when we were kids did we think that, we just casually like walk down a hallway past a bathroom and just be like, oh, sup, Elias, and you'd be like, oh, what's up, man? Casual, back then we would have been fucking starstruck. I still kind of am sometimes, but I'm just like, things like that make you really humble and makes you think, damn, dude.
You talked
all from YouTube
anime.
Yeah, I convinced him to watch fucking JJK, which is fucking nuts.
Then you took
I'm that reason.
Enzo.
It's crazy because like growing up, like we watch these larger than life professional wrestlers, these superstars, and to like pretty much like build these connections and like get to talk about the thing that we love. I always look forward to doing that. And that's the thing I love so much about the We Are Wrestling podcast and the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel is that not only like do we get to talk about what we love, but we just have such an amazing group of We Are Wrestling maniacs, pro wrestling diehard fans that we get to share our love with.
Facts, man. Like, this has been such a blessing in a way, like we got to, not every day, like we were fucking coworkers with Kurt Angle for a day. like we've done so much cool shit, like to like connect with the fans, to connect with, people that we were that were our heroes growing up. And, like even with the things that we're going to be talking about today, it's exciting to know we're still going to be doing that. It's just going to be a little different going forward. It's just going to be a little different, but I think that it's a side that you guys are really going to be really interested in. So I won't say much until we get there.
So first, we might as well open up the bag here and let you guys know that We Are Wrestling. It's not over. We're not going anywhere, but we are going to be doing something new here, and we hope that you guys understand, which is why we're kind of opening up the curtain a little bit, because we love you guys. And that's one of, like, all three of us have agreed, like, we want to be as transparent as possible with you guys with what's going on anytime, because you guys are taking your time out to either be a part of the live episodes in the chat talking about like what we're discussing, or even rewatching the episodes back, commenting on the videos, following us, subscribing, sending super chats,
Roasting us.
want to be and roasting us. Those Kendall stick hits. But we really want to give you guys like the honest truth of everything that's going on. And they always say this, a lot of the professional wrestlers, especially that work in WWE, WrestleMania is the Super Bowl of professional wrestling. And it takes a lot out of the superstars that are performing. It takes a lot out of the production crew in the employees in WWE. And it does take a lot out of us pro wrestling content creators. And that is why moving forward with We Are Wrestling, after the go home episodes of the Raw after Mania, the SmackDown after Mania, We Are Wrestling is going to be going into an off season probably for a month. And that way we can give you guys our 100%, because like I'm going to be honest here. I know, Ben, you're burnt out when it comes to the pro wrestling.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty burnt out when it comes to it as well, which maybe doesn't show as much like on the camera. And I know Danny, there's no burning out with Danny.
Danny is just a well-oiled machine. Like the dude is always down for everything. So this isn't even his discussion.
When I tell you, and this is the God honest truth, and you guys can even come here and look at my YouTube history. Like, if I'm not watching wrestling, I'm watching wrestling podcasts. If I'm not doing that, I'm watching wrestling documentaries. If I'm not doing that, I'm doing my live watch alongs. Like, I very rarely ever watch anything other than pro wrestling. Like, I genuinely love this and what I do. So
no, of course, and like it. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, we talked about it for like 20 minutes before we even came on here to do this this like recording that you guys are seeing right now. Like visually last week, you guys saw it. I was fucking not here. Like, I was here, but I was miles away. I'm burnt out. Like, I'm burnt out. And it's not even just the pro wrestling world. It's not even, like what we do. It's just what I do in general. Like, I go live every day, basically. When I'm not live, I think about it, like I'm always at my computer. And it does take up a lot of time, and it takes up a lot of like, it physically exhausts you. It mentally exhausts you. And last week, it was a couple of you guys that kind of pointed out that like, dude, this dude is just tired. Clearly this dude just want to go, like in ways you were right, but not for the wrong reasons. Like I was telling these guys, I was just fucking tired last week. Like everything was just fucking uninteresting to me. Like everything was just like sucking the life out of me. Like I was just tired. Like not even in the sense of I could sleep, and obviously I could, but my mind just wanted enough. last week. Like I just after the podcast, I literally laid down and just laid there. Like I wasn't on my phone. I just fucking laid there just because I was just so I just wanted to disconnect from everything. So for us to have an off season, especially for the main producer down here, there we go, pointing right. He needs a break. He 100% needs a fucking break. The dude is responsible for 99.9% of everything that goes on here. So it's you gotta. What we're saying is, in other words, we're slowing down a little bit. Like we're gonna be pulling a couple things that aren't really necessary. We're gonna be doing a lot less things for our mental health because Donnie has 2 channels. He does. It's not just We Are Wrestling. He already has, Best One Don, which it has what 2K subscribers now,
Just hit
roughly.
2,000.
Just hit 2,000. So he's running that channel, which is also another one of his passions. Danny does live music reactions too. He does all of his pro wrestling work, which is every fucking day he has something coming out. It may be news related. It may be like a try not to laugh or like, dissecting certain things in the angles of the wrestling business, or he's doing a watch along, or he's doing something every day. He's busy, busy, busy. He doesn't get burnt out, but he's just been that well-oiled machine his entire life with anything. So, with people like,
When I find
like us, we need to
passion-
slow down.
when
What's
I'm
up?
passionate about something and like I enjoy doing something,
There's no
it's hard
stop.
for me to it's hard for me to stop.
But I'm not even
Like,
just talking about the passion. Like in
that's-
general, you're
and
always
that's
ready to go.
I never thought I would get to where I'm at, from a creative aspect, like, having almost 2K subscribers. Like, I had one channel that hit that, and then, the channel ended up getting deleted or whatever. But like, I never honestly thought that I would reach this milestone, whatever. And I'm just afraid that if I stop, that my viewership is just gonna go out the window. And I
get
worked
that.
so hard. I
Mhm,
worked
I
so
get that
hard
too.
to get it. You know what I mean?
No, and I totally get
100%.
that. And that's the thing that a lot of the We Are Wrestling Maniacs and the fans probably don't know is we're not making life-changing money to where like we're relying on this podcast for like a roof over our head,
No.
food on the table, our family, your guys' kids. Like We Are Wrestling like isn't providing that. Like we have reached huge milestones that I'm very
Yeah.
proud of, especially you mentioned it, Danny, with your channel. Like you never thought that you would ever get like this far. And I think we all can say that about like Ben getting 10,000 subscribers this week on his YouTube channel.
And I
with his
wasn't even
music
fucking
reactions.
ecstatic. I was tired about it. Like I was just like, hey, it finally happened, but I didn't make it this whole huge thing like I wanted to originally because I'm fucking tired, man. I'm fucking tired, and I know you are too. Like
And I am
know
too,
you
and
are.
that's why like I want to open up about this a little bit. And like on screen, I always put on like my best acting face sometimes.
Yeah.
Like there's weeks where I am very, very excited about doing the show, but there's
Same.
other times where I'm a little burnt out. And Ben mentioned it. As the producer of the show, the host with the most, the best one, I put a lot of pressure on myself. Here's one thing about me. I am a huge control freak, and it's one of my biggest flaws, something that I need to work on because these 2 gentlemen up here every single day in our group chat are always asking me, what can I do to help you behind the scenes? Because they know how much I'm tacking on. I'm running 2 successful YouTube channels full time. I have a fiance. Soon I'm going to be getting married. And I also work a full-time job that I need to pay the bills and to provide for my family, my my
Your
career.
future.
And also I'm doing promoting as well, bringing wrestlers to the Wrestling Classic
It's a lot,
and
man.
like my working relationships with Blitzkrieg Pro, Zombie Hideout, Captain's Corner,
There's a lot.
and also reselling stuff as well. There's a lot that's going on that I'm doing. And I do need to open up more. And I was telling both of these guys before we hit the record button that moving forward, like once we do get back from the off season, like we do have a new plan set in stone. And I think that it's definitely going to take a lot of stress off my plate so that I can not only focus on giving you guys the best version of myself on here, but I also can give Meadow the best version of myself. I can give my family, who one of the big reasons why like this decision was really made, guys, and I think I talked about this on the podcast. I talked about this especially during the WrestleMania watch-alongs. Man, WWE having night 2 of WrestleMania on Easter really fucked with me mentally. And looking back, I regret doing anything night 2 of WrestleMania, because for me, my family, like doing content, I'm already neglecting them so much because there's so much like going into a content creator you have to sacrifice, which is why
It's a
you don't
lonely
see
world.
everybody doing YouTube, because that's
Everybody
the
be
thing
doing
that
it.
people don't realize from the outside. If YouTube was so easy, or Twitch, or any content related stuff, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everybody would be doing it. And there's a lot of freaking work that goes into it.
Like,
And that's the thing,
listen,
throughout my YouTube career, that's the thing, like going all the way back to where I first started with DITB1. I had great friends, great family members who helped me through the years on that channel. And like I was always so used to being the one in control. Like if I'm not doing it, then like it's not that good. And that's something I need to get myself out of.
yeah. Also, I mean, like, you also got to think like YouTube, where it gives you so many opportunities. What people don't talk about is how many opportunities you miss because of YouTube. Like, you miss a lot of things. Like, for example, WrestleMania, you missed Easter. Like
Missed
that,
Easter, and
you're
that hurt.
sacrificing personal time. Sometimes, like, depending on how big of a YouTuber you are, there's going to be a day you miss a birthday. It's going to be a day you miss a wedding, you miss a funeral.
My kids were out hunting Easter eggs on Easter, and I was in here streaming.
Yep. So it's like you miss opportunities, like you miss certain things. So it's like it's a lonely world too. A lot of people don't talk about how fucking lonely it is content creating, man. There was days that I didn't see fucking Ash, man. Like, I worked the 3rd shift before I was doing this more full time. I worked 3rd shift. What did I do when I got home? Right before she had to get up and go to work, I was in my fucking office recording YouTube videos and editing them until she left. And then I'd go to sleep. And by the time she got home, I was getting up to go to work. And there was a time where I didn't see her for 5 days and we were in the same fucking house. So it's like, dude, people don't talk about how fucking lonely it is too. And sometimes you just need to fucking reconnect and kind of just touch the grass again and remake all that time you've been missing with people that matter to you, because it does strain your relationships, man. Like, if you focus on this too much, you lose sight of the important things, and it can fuck with things for you heavily. And we don't want to get to that point.
For every Mr. Beast or Logan Paul or FaZe Clan member or whatever, like for every big YouTuber you guys see, you guys also see people like us that are like, we're trying our hardest to make this more of a full-time thing or whatever, but it's not, as
Comes with its
reliable as
sacrifices.
something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to sacrifice, but sometimes it's a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. If YouTube was providing, like, for us, like, I
Full-time?
wouldn't have to work my full-time shoot job outside of here, and things would be probably totally different. But unfortunately, we are small content creators, which is why when I see somebody decide to begin like a YouTube career, I let them know like the things that go into it, because it's not easy. Because if it was, everybody would do it.
I mean, I'm going to say this right now. I have 10,000 subscribers. That's more than both We Are Wrestling, Danny's channel, and almost Donnie's other channel put together. I make no money. Nothing. Not a dime. I can't tell you the last month. 2023 was the last time I got paid by YouTube. So let you guys put that in perspective.
And that's the thing, like with We Are Wrestling, it's not about the money, which is why we're okay with doing this off season, taking a step back, because at the end of the day, we want to give you guys the best versions of ourselves. And that's why, like, we need to take this time. So now you guys are probably wondering, how is this going to work? And I want to be as transparent as possible with you guys. So next week's episode of the We Are Wrestling podcast will be a live one, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will be doing our Backlash predictions. Because we did announce that we are going to be having a new We Are Wrestling Predictions Championship, and we already went over night 1 of WrestleMania, which, if you guys don't know the score, there it is here. Danny's in the lead with 10 predictions correct. Ben's in second with 9, and I'm with 8. So, Backlash, we're going to determine who has the most points and will be crowned the champion during season 2 of not DITB1. We Are Wrestling. So next week's episode, we are going to run it the way we do. Like, we are going to have that power of the pool with the final spear question, which will be up by the time this episode is uploaded. And we're going to be giving you guys our full predictions for Backlash. And we are going to be doing a live watch along here on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel for Backlash. That's not going to change. Now, after Backlash, We Are Wrestling, we're going to take a couple weeks off, and we'll be coming back with season 2 of the We Are Wrestling podcast, which will begin on Wednesday, June 4th, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The format of the show is not going to be changing. We're just going to be taking a few weeks to really reset everything. But for content, we are still going to be uploading things, but it's going to be more laid back. There's not going to be this big production going into the off season, because the off season is a way for us to refresh, to restart. If something really big happens, we all agreed that one of us 3 will record a video on our quick thoughts on what's going on. It won't be little things like, ooh, like this person like is sidelined for a couple weeks, or like this mid-card talent, his contract is running up. We're not going to be covering that. Now, we will be posting that stuff over on We Are Wrestling social media still. Like, the social media is still going to be happening, but we're not going to be talking about it on the podcast. We will be having some short clips and stuff of like big things that do happen to give you guys like our thoughts on it. And AEW Double or Nothing, I'm sure I'll be doing a live watch along for that, because there's really no big production that goes into the watch alongs. Now, when it comes to my reactions to the weekly shows, I know this might upset some of you guys who are very excited about that. There's going to be no more reactions. They do take a lot out of me. Now, during a live watch along, if something big does happen, we will clip it. We will upload it to the channel. But when it comes to Monday Night Raw, when it comes to SmackDown, probably there's going to be no more reactions to it. Unless, obviously, it's something super, super big. And it's got to be very big. It can't be a Karrion Kross backstage segment. So we are kind of like taking a step back, because like I think we need to prioritize the We Are Wrestling podcast and like our live watch alongs as the number one thing for you guys. Because the thing that I love so much about this is the connection that we have with our fans. And I really think the live episodes, which both of you guys have been pushing me to do for over 158 episodes, it feels like, I think that it has really helped me realize what the bigger picture is. And I just love the live form content so much more, because it feels genuine. It feels more real.
We have that interaction or whatever. And like, you don't got to worry about, editing a 2-hour podcast, once we're done,
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And moving forward, like, we are going to continue to be as transparent as possible with you guys. And that's why next week for the We Are Wrestling podcast, we will be doing our Backlash predictions, and we will be doing a live watch along on Saturday, May 10th for Backlash. After that, we are going to be taking a couple weeks off of the We Are Wrestling podcast, and we'll be back on Wednesday, June 4th.
Fuck yeah, man.
But is there anything else you guys want to say before we close off this week's episode?
Nah, man. This is good. This is gonna help us grow. This is gonna help us mentally, and this is gonna give you guys our best. So we're gonna finish out this Backlash week, and then we'll see you guys in June.
Absolutely. Things on my channel are not going to be changing. So if there's any updates I can give, you guys can check out my channel. My watch alongs, Donnie. I'm sure best one Donnie. He'll be working on his toy stuff. Ben, he'll be twitching away on Twitch. So make sure you guys follow him. All links will be in the description. So follow all of our individual social media accounts, because if one of us can post an update, we definitely will on the inner workings of We Are Wrestling. So.
And one more thing I want to add before we do close off this week's episode. The real reason why there's not going to be reactions or tier list videos, stuff like that, is because at the end of the day, for me, being that control freak running things, because I 99.9%, I'm doing everything behind the scenes. I want this to be more of a collaboration, because at the end of the day, the We Are Wrestling podcast isn't just me. It's you, Danny. It's you, Ben. Because without you guys, there is no podcast. And I think moving forward with the We Are Wrestling brand, I think it's going to help me out a lot more if I'm not doing these individual hot takes or reactions. Rather, come on here once a week on a live episode of the podcast and talk about the thing that not only myself, but you guys love, and that's pro wrestling. And I miss that.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly. I don't think any of us like when we started this, I think the channel only had 200 subs or whatever. None of us expected in a 3-4 year span or whatever that would be almost at 7,000 subscribers.
I think we're 50 subscribers away from 7K.
Because the channel's getting so big and so much attraction, and we're getting all these opportunities or whatever. It has to be a collaborative effort in order for it to run. This is becoming a machine. You know what I mean? We just need to get the revenue up, and that's that's the main part of whatever that we need to focus going into the future, whatever. That way, at some point, we are able to do this 100% full time. And make a living.
And before I forget too, if you guys want to unsubscribe to the We Are Wrestling Clips channel, you can go do that, because we are going to be posting clips over on the main channel here on We Are Wrestling, because Ben gave us a really good point before we hit the record button, and it has stuck with me. I think that there's no point in building up another channel for people to go over to when we want to continue to build this main channel. And especially if I'm not doing reactions, I'm not doing hot takes and all these other individual videos, at least the clips will, and a couple maybe extras here and there, that will fill the voids in there. Because at the end of the day, we want to grow We Are Wrestling to where me, Danny, and Ben, we can hold that silver play button, make that even a gold play button. We want that. And in order for us to get there, we need to reset and reclaim, rebuild, like Seth Rollins had to do during his ACL tear.
I will say, the videos that are on the Clips channel already are going to remain. We're not going to totally wipe out the entire channel, whatever, but no new content will be getting uploaded.
Thank you. So, guys, let us know in the comment section below, your thoughts on all this, because, we do, want to hear what you guys think as well. But I do think that this is for the best for all three of us. Like Danny said, we are all going to continue our individual content that we're doing. Ben's going to be live still on his Twitch. Best way to interact with him. Danny, he's going to be doing his live watch-alongs, and he's going to be doing his reaction videos on both his channels. And myself, I'm going to be getting back into my toy stuff, which, during this whole media thing, I have neglected my toy channel a lot, and I kind of miss doing that, because it was a good way to, have that balance, why I love doing this. So we are still going to continue doing what we do. Next week, we will be doing our predictions. May 10th, we'll be doing a Backlash live watch along. Sunday, May 25th, I'll be doing a AEW Double or Nothing watch along. And throughout, we'll be having shorts, but it's an off season, so the content is going to be a lot more laid back. We're still going to be uploading things for the algorithm and stuff. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this. We're sorry that we're not doing a live episode this week. If you guys aren't a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, and you're listening to this on Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever you get your podcast, give us a 5-star review, not just any review, best one review, and download the episodes, because we're going to continue to still give you guys the audio version of this. But if you guys want to be a part of the live experience with the We Are Wrestling podcast, the live watch-alongs, and this new era in We Are Wrestling, highly recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. And if things do change, we are always going to be transparent with you guys, because without you, none of this would be possible. In our content creating careers, I think you guys can agree with me here. We'd be so happy back in the day when we got 20 to 30 views.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're going to continue to do this. We're going to continue to give you guys the best content possible. And this isn't a goodbye. This isn't a see you later. But this is just a way for us to really get back into the game, because WrestleMania did take a lot out of us. And moving forward, this off-season thing, I think is going to help all of us. But the link's down in the description box below. You can go follow Ben, Danny, and myself over on our personal social media pages. Stay up to date with what we're doing in our personal lives. And you can go check out Ben's Twitch and YouTube channel, which he just hit 10K, so congratulations to that. You can go check out Danny's YouTube channels. He does pro wrestling watch-alongs, and he also does music reactions as well. And you can go check out my toy channel. So if you're into toy hunts and wrestling figures, Nickelodeon, all that late 90s, 2000s nostalgia, you can check out that channel. We're all going to be active on those. The links are down in the description box below. But of course, to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, we love each and every one of you. Thank you for making this possible. And we'll see you guys next week with our Backlash predictions. Because, of course, you already know we are taking over. Peace.